On the ready.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Let's go.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Johnson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Down. It's McBride, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
55, too low, 55 is my guy, 55. I got it.
A first down throw for Brissett. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
They didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set, ready, 50, plant. 52 right here, 52. Bound to lose one. Hit it.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know at the beginning of the season you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
They'll run on first down. McBride. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's McBride, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On third down, Brissett out to his left. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on third. Now a give right side. Bernard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw, Brissett. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they? They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. On first down, McBride. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain. What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. They'll roll him out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Check 55, Mike.
First down, Brissett steps away. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, it's Brissett. That's complete. Bernard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Play fake. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brissett now. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They run here with Wadley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And from down in Miami, an update. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 36, 36.
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 24-yard.
And McManus able to put it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's McBride, and he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll keep it on the ground. McBride looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
In your face.
Throwing. Reset. Flushed out right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Yo. Check it out. Safety's creeping. Hey, switch gears.
From the red zone now, Brissett looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Here's Bernard. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Complete, Smith has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Here's Wadley on the ground. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 30 base. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Wadley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Motion. Check 55 to mine. Go. Check 55 to mine. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the 31, Brissett escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike, 55. 55.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Flushed out right. Able to find Isabella. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Back now in Nashville. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Bernard. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Taywan Taylor. Incomplete. Eli Apple on the cover.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Akram Wadley, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We're ready. Time to end it. Watching your 5. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Zip it. Stop my dog. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. 61. All day, baby. All day, all day, all day.
On second down now. It's McBride, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw here. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And this is caught at the 8. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
The pass on 1st down. Complete to Jonnu Smith. He steps out of bounds behind.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Bengals on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. And an alley to run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pass caught left side by Humphries. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Tennessee,